Hi Gemini, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot, and welcome to your October 2018 monthly tarot forecast. This is for Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, and Gemini Rising signs. So Gemini, I was actually able to film you guys a monthly forecast for this month. I am using the Universal Tarot deck along with the Madame and Dora's fortune cards, and then I also will be pulling you a Romance Angel Oracle card. All right, very interesting. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Rods. Okay, so Ace of Rods is what I'm using as the overall energy for the month of October. So exciting new beginning. Could be anything from an idea to a new job, a new home, a new relationship, but something that is exciting, a new adventure, something that maybe you're passionate about. It can also be something that you're creating. So we have new beginnings coming in, Gemini. Also overall, because this is the overall energy, very creative, very creative, fiery, ambitious energy for you guys. Right at the center, I do have the Six of Rods crossed by the Four of Swords. So that's interesting. Six of Rods is victory, success. You feeling proud of yourself. So some of you maybe have some sort of victory that's coming to you here in October. Could be right at the start of the month. For others, you know, you just might feel incredibly confident here at this time. You might be in the spotlight in some way. Travel could even be in the cards. For some of you on the career front, you know, maybe you're being noticed. You could be praised for your hard work. This Ace of Wands could be, you know, something that you're manifesting on the career front. Maybe you've landed a new job, or you're moving up within the company that you work for. For some of you, I feel like with the Four of Swords, you might have been unemployed, and this is you landing a new job. For other Geminis, this is a patient energy. It's also a healing energy. And so some of you here at some point, especially if you just started a new job or you're moving up within the company that you work for, if you're working a lot, you know, that's the challenge for you. That's what's needed, is rest. So maybe at some point in October, getting away, going on vacation, that might be something that serves you well. Maybe some of you need to catch up on your sleep. Other Geminis, I feel like, you know, this is success that's coming to you, and I think you've earned it. You've worked very hard, and maybe you've had to be very patient. Here at your foundation, I do have the Ten of Cups. So Ten of Cups is emotional abundance. This is a card that speaks about just truly feeling happy, content, pleased with everything in your life, or with your relationship. For me, the Ten of Cups also very much speaks about family. So for some of you, you know, things are really looking good for you, maybe on the love front, or maybe, you know, on the family front here with the Ten of Cups. Also, you do have a couple of tens here in this spread, and then you also have a couple of ones. And so I think, you know, there's definitely some Geminis I'm reading for that you've just completed a cycle and you are starting that next cycle. We do have the Magician in the recent past, which is another one. You have the Ace of Wands, and now you have the Magician. So you have a couple of ones. You have those tens, and then you have a couple of ones. And so with the Magician in the recent past, another very creative energy. For some of you, this is energy that's still with you. It's like lingering. Very creative energy. It's you manifesting. You manifesting this Ace of Wands, this exciting new beginning, and you have everything you need to be successful with this. This is an empowered energy. Very confident energy. So this is really nice. Ten of Swords crowning you is, you know that the worst is behind you. You know that a cycle is completing. With the Ten of Swords in this position, you are aware, or you know that the worst is behind you. You went through a difficult time. Could be betrayal, but does not have to be. You went through a difficult cycle or phase, and now you're actually closing the door on that. You're manifesting new beginnings for yourself. You know, this even could be like a relationship matter, a family matter. You went through a difficult time, but the worst is behind you. Now, coming up in the near future energy around the second week, we do have the Eight of Pentacles. And so this is a worker energy. So you're incredibly focused here at this time. For some of you, I feel like this is you working on this Ace of Wands, this new beginning. And if you just landed a new job, this could be, you know, your new job, you're learning that new skill. For some of you, you're mastering that skill. For those of you that are, you know, being promoted or given a raise, and you know, here, you know, your work is very significant at this time. You're working very hard, you're doing a good job. Some of you are enjoying the work that you're doing here at this time. Some of you are very focused on this Ace of Wands that you're manifesting. You know, especially if you don't work for a living, this could be a business that you're starting, a little side business, or a hobby, a project. You know, anything that is exciting for you, that you're creating, that you're manifesting here at this time. And I think it's going to bring in great happiness. I really do, with this Ten of Cups at your foundation. Now, in the position of your power, I have the Knight of Swords, which, you know, he's a knight that just kind of charges forward. He takes action very quickly. So some of you could be acting very quickly here at this time. With this Eight of Pentacles energy and now the Knight of Swords, working incredibly hard, charging forward, taking action here at this time, things happening very quickly. It can even feel a little chaotic here at this time, a lot going on here at this time. And then in the position of how those around you are viewing you, friends, family, we have the King of Swords. So, I mean, you are an air sign, so coming up very much in your element here at this time, which is very good. But I think that you're acting quick. You know, you're acting quick, you're working very hard. You know, he's someone who's mentally focused. King of Swords, very serious character. Mentally focused upon something. Very much in the head. So planning, strategizing. He's incredibly sharp and intelligent. So I think that, you know, some of you, you're working on this, and it's something that you're, you know, deeply involved in here at this time. And then here in the hopes and fears, I have another 10. We have the 10 of Wands. So, you know, hoping a cycle is over, something that wasn't easy, something that was weighing on you. Maybe some of you had a ton on your plate, especially if you're, you know, starting a new job, or if you have a second job. This is you having a ton going on, or you're manifesting this new beginning, but then you also have family, you have other things going on. And so this is you like hoping that, you know, maybe you can lighten your load, maybe you can take a break, hoping for that downtime at some point here in October, but also just hoping to deal with everything that you have going on. This person is dealing with it. They're handling it. They're carrying this heavy load and they're dealing with it. They're not dropping it. So some of you, that's what you want. Now this is interesting because the energy that you're leaving the month of October with is the Five of Swords. But the Five of Swords can represent several different things. Yes, of course, this can represent, you know, feeling defeated in some way, feeling challenged, even dealing with challenging energies, conflicts and things like that. But for me, also the Five of Swords can represent a more aggressive energy. You know, this person will do whatever they have to do to win. And so this could be an energy that some of you are taking on, especially because we have, you know, the Knight of Swords in the position of your power. And he's a little impatient. He can be someone who's a little bit in a hurry here. So you are manifesting a new beginning. And with this Five of Swords energy, certainly, you know, some of you, this is like a more aggressive energy. You went through what you went through, and I think you're in a rush to move on, to move forward, and to manifest new beginnings. But we will clarify. I'm going to take this deck here and pull a few cards on the Five of Swords, clarifying the Five of Swords, which is energy that you're leaving the month of October with for Gemini. Clarifying the Five of Swords. All right, so we have the Magician again. So you are very much empowered. You have all the tools that you need, Gemini, to be successful. So just be aware of that. You know, here at the end of the month, because this energy is present, well, there we go. Because this energy is present, watch your communication, pick and choose your battles. There could even be some Geminis that you're dealing with competition at this time. Okay, wow. Five of Swords, we have the Magician that popped out, and now we also have the Hierophant, Strength, and the Sun that came out all together. And so the sign of Leo could definitely be significant, Gemini. Dealing with a Leo, for some of you this could be your husband or wife with the Hierophant. So again, watch your communication. The Five of Swords can be someone who's giving someone an ultimatum, drawing that line in the sand. So just be aware of that. And with the Magician, I mean, that we have twice now, you're the one who's empowered, Gemini. So this could be you giving a Leo an ultimatum, like with the Hierophant, commit, let's get serious, let's get married, or I don't want to do it anymore. You know, something along those lines for those of you that this is on the relationship front. For others, you know, it might have to do with a large company, an institution of some kind, could be the government, could be legal matters with the Hierophant here. But with the Sun, you know, with the Sun and the Magician, you're going to be successful. So, you know, whatever's troubling, if this is a little bit more of a challenging energy that you have to work through, or a challenging energy, a person that you have to deal with, you will succeed. We have the Sun with the Magician here. So you will be successful. The Sun represents success. But let's pull you an additional guidance card. Gemini, what else does Gemini need to know? Okay, and then I'm also pulling you a Romance Angel Oracle card, but as always, Gemini, over on Vimeo, I do have the Love Tarot forecast for the month of October posted. That link is below if that's something that interests you. All right, Gemini, what else does Gemini need to know for the month of October? All right, so we have one that's upright, but I felt compelled to look at this one as well, so you have a little additional guidance here for those of you on the love front. All right, so the overall guidance card we have is the Spider. Be meticulous and patient. Yeah, and you know what's interesting is around the second, third week, we have this energy here, Knight of Swords, and he's someone who just charges forward. Very hasty, fast-moving energy here. So this is what's needed, patience. And to be very, very careful. And I mentioned with the King of Swords energy, you know, he's someone who's very, very careful. He pays attention to the details. He's very thorough, very serious, very, very mentally focused. And I think that this is confirming that that's what's needed. Needing to stay focused and not rushing into anything too quickly here. So needing to be meticulous, needing to be patient. Very interesting. And then looking at love life, we have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So those of you that are coupled, when this card comes up, maybe one of you is very focused on your career. It could be taking away from the relationship in some way, so just be aware of that. Maybe you or your partner is feeling a little lonely. So just be aware of that. But then, this is interesting, we also have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. And so with this combination, there could be some Geminis that you're in a relationship and maybe your partner is dependent on you financially. And that could be, you know, that could be something that you're dealing with in October. Maybe your partner's relying upon you financially. Five of Swords energy at the end of the month, you know, maybe to avoid conflicts, you know, watch your communication and also communicate clearly. Speak your truth. You know, don't let something kind of build up and then kind of explode or let it all come out at once. You know, when something bothers you, speak about it right away. Yeah, so, you know, interesting combination. And then for you singles, you know, with finances and career, if you want to find love, you know, maybe needing to take that time, needing to, you know, go on vacation or take some downtime if you've been working a lot. And then you might be able to meet someone. All right, Gemini, so very interesting reading, but I think it's going to be a great month for you guys. You guys are definitely empowered. You're definitely manifesting something. You will be successful. It might require a little bit of patience, but you will be successful. So I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. If you are interested in having a private reading with me, please check out northeasttarot.com. I wish you guys a great month.